Good afternoon, and today was expected to be really wet. There's a weather warning out for today, but hey, it's looking good. And away in the distance there is Portrush and Portstewart, and then there's Portstewart Beach with nobody on it, and then there's Castlerock Beach just down below us. And this is Haye's Caravan Park, and it's absolutely fabulous, and we're up visiting. And then swivelling on round, I'm not sure what the headland is. Would that be the entrance, this waterway be the entrance into the foyle? I presume it would. And we're heading up towards Mussenden Temple. And I haven't been here for literally decades. And there's the old palace, Bishop's Palace. And this is the Mussendon Temple overlooking the beach. And this was the Bishop of Londonderry, his library. The cliffs here are alive with kittiwakes. There's cormorants flying about as well, and it's fabulous. They're just they're nesting. There he goes, or there she goes. Oh, a big cave along here. Danger spot, mind you, with youngsters. And you get a scenic view of this whole coastline if you come by train from Belfast up to Londonderry. And this tunnel is very Harry Potterish. Harry Potter! And there's the temple, Mussenden Temple, which is really a library. And I don't think we're going to get across there today because there's a big valley. I'd love to see these ruins in their prime. Bishop's Palace. And I've just noticed a cruise ship in. I think this is the foyle. And it makes sense for cruise ships to come in up here because you save in bus time. You can come in here and you can get to the Giant's Causeway, you can get to Mussenden, and you can get to the Open and all the rest of it. So much easier from this vantage point. A lot of bird life here. Meadow pipit, skylark. Not too sure what this boy is. He's quite a distance away from me. It might be a stone chat, don't know. And the terrain is a wee bit iffy for me with my bad hip. We'll come down to the bottom of the valley here, and there's a wee hidden lake, and there's a whole crowd of ducks up the far end. This is sort of a mini exploration here. I presume these are all mallard, and we've got wee ones. And the bottom end of the lake here has been dammed, and there's a concrete barrier and with a sluice gate to let it an overflow get out. And oh, that's interesting, they've netted the side of the cliff there because they don't want a rock fall onto the railway line. So that's what we've just come down, and we're walking towards the back end of Mussenden. I didn't think we'd be able to do this today, but there we go. Great stuff. Sorts of secret paths here. This is great. Kids would love this. This must have been some place in its day. There's a wall around the whole lot, and then there's these battlements and sort of castle sections. And we're looking at the floor of this. I would say this floor has been filled in. And there's no date anywhere that I can place this, unfortunately. Have to watch it, don't bang my head, which I'm good at doing. And we have managed to get across the valley. That's the headland we climbed down. There is a path, or else I wouldn't have been doing it. And we're getting closer to Mussenden Temple. At Mussendon Temple, and it's not really a temple at all, it's a library. It was the Bishop of Londonderry's library, and that's his palace up there, and he owned thousands of acres. And looking out there, that's Magilligan, away here, near where the cruise ship is. You can get the cruise ship. Where is the cruise ship? Oh dear, I can't get it. It's going fuzzy. Yeah, there's Magilligan, where the ferry goes across, and that cruise ship is in at Greencastle. And if you come on round the coast, you're coming towards Benone, and there's just endless sand here. And Benevena is just round the corner. The big high point, and there's just endless sand, but because we don't get the good weather, and there's the railway track in underneath, and the foil is down in there, leading to Derry/Londonderry, and just panning round slowly. I was talking to Jeff. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He walks these cliff tops all the time, and that is heading down to Portstewart Strand, that bit there, and that's all Portstewart. I thought it was Portrush, but Portrush is on round the corner, and so there we are. And there's a notice board here, and you can read that for yourself. This is Downhill Demesne. Very popular with windsurfers and bird watchers. So just approaching Mussenden Temple. I don't know whether you can see, it says Spectare, Laborum, Mussenden Temple, Suave, Mari, Magno, I don't know. And there's a coat of, the Bishop's coat of arms, of course, is here. This is all National Trust maintained, and without the National Trust, I'm afraid it will all be dilapidated, and they've done an amazing job. And I presume were there pillars here? I don't know. I'm just standing here and doing a sort of a twirl. And there's the view that you're getting as you read. Your books. There's the palace there. And whenever you're sitting in the palace and you've finished one volume, you send the butler down in the rainy night, in the cold and rain, fetch me volume 2. The opulence of this place must have been unbelievable. We have come in by the coastal walk today. And this is another structure here. Looks like a bell tower. Quite some distance away, so it's a wee bit jiggly. Didn't get to that, and didn't get to the ruined Bishop's Palace. But that's for another day. This was used by the RAF as a base in the Second World War. And then, to avoid paying government levies or whatever else, they took the roof off it. That just went to rack and ruin. What a shame and disgrace. But there you go. Mussenden Temple, which is not a temple.